Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. This is the released version of the game. We've added some security capacity over here and it's helping us a fair bit. And I wanted to check whether we can move things through a little quicker. We seem to be getting passengers back over here quickly and not necessarily getting their luggage here quick enough. So wanted to keep a bit of an eye on what's happening with that. We do seem to be, let's do 3 on a side. So we do seem to be doing a decent job at it, but let's hire a couple more ramp agents at least. And try and make sure that is as expedited as possible. 4 more ramp agents should do the trick. There we go. Okay, now let's see about adding a few more flights to the mix. Stripe Air is doing our mediums for us, which is really good. I don't mind getting continuous support here, a little bit like that. Is there anything else? Another maple? Anybody else? Anybody? A forest? They're all the small varieties for the time being. Wednesday is full, and then we've got a fair bit of open room here on Thursday. Let's slot a few more in here. What I'm kind of wondering is if I just want to maybe fill up a couple of days, which is if we get a few more medium flights and we fill up the day, so that as an open slot opens up, it's very difficult for the game to kind of slot something in the middle. Like over there, they would slot something in the middle, and you won't be able to deal with that. So let's do this one. And that's practically all of it. So now we'll see how now we should be a little bit better with that. We are making decent amounts of money now. Decent amounts of money. So now our operation is such that we are really doing a good job with regards to money. Okay, and what I wanted to check is whether we can do any other services that can bring us in a fair bit more money. That's really what I'm after. That's a pretty small medium plane, that one. These guys are filling up luggage. Do we need to get the bigger bag guys? I don't think we need the bigger bag guys, right? These seem to be sufficient still, the two ones. So the small ones should be sufficient. I think I've got one of the big guys, but the 2 ones should still be sufficient. Okay, now this takes a fair bit, and that gets quite busy as all of these bags are kind of making their way over here at the same time. What we could do is upgrade this to Speedy Belt. That's what we could do. So if I go to Speedy Belt, let's pause the game because I don't think I can actually do the upgrade. So I'll have to do little section by little section, and that's not the button that I was after. Okay, pause it again. We will turn it and we'll drop out that. We'll bring this in. This is pretty pricey stuff though. And we'll do that. We'll get the next little section in there. Stop it there. Do that. Get the next little section in there. Okay, and up to about there. There we go. All the way out there. We'll do that little section. This is pretty pricey stuff. Okay, now we can finish off that section. Now that is a quick one. Can I just check? Is the other one a quick one? Yeah, the other one's a quick one. So now things will be a little quicker. So let's up a level and see if we're moving people out there really quickly. What we can do is we can start maybe getting them to walk a little quicker there, those kind of things, or we can put in some duty-free shops and stuff over here. I was thinking that might be a good idea if I just span this little section here. So can I do, we don't have shops, right? We only have the little thing there. So if I do something like that, well, that would be a pretty good one. Nice, nice. Now let's see about putting some bits and pieces in here. Maybe what's the size of the medium ones? So I don't mind doing like a medium one, like there, here and there, just so we do this all the way at the edge there. That just looks so sensible. And then we certainly need a spot where, and maybe what that means is we'll have to get rid of one of these, and then we'll have our, actually we'll get rid of 2 of them, and we'll have our little guys here, right, at the edge. It's this way around, so we'll do that. We'll do a similar thing right over there. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Now let's see about getting the small ones in. What kind of small ones though? So if we do something like this, that's awesome. That's working really well. We'll give that one a bit of a gap, like so. There we go. I like it. I like it. So that's okay. That should do the trick. What we'll do is we'll hire, we'll get a bit of a store to come and do this, the quick stop or something. Let's do that. Let's sign that one. I think this is going to be pretty useful. Let's put slightly different flooring in there. We'll maybe do a carpet style flooring. Something like this, the light blue. If we do the light blue, actually, we'll do the light blue, and then what we'll do is we'll continue to do these guys, so that it's pretty clear. Ooh, actually, I need to get rid of that guy. I will in fact get rid of that guy once we've got all of these through here, like so, and then just do it up to there. That's going to be pretty cool. So now I've actually got a bit of a store going on over here. I just want to make sure we get rid of that guy. That's good. Hopefully this store will sell a few bit of stuff over here. We can obviously look at something similar for like a little restaurant or something as well, but that's okay for now. Now let's see about getting a few more flights in here. It's Tuesday. Wednesday is coming up. Okay, now can we get another big one? Anybody have a big one for us? No one. No one has a big one for us. That's okay, but we've got a pretty decent day ready to go here. So let's slot this guy in. Slowly try and squeeze all of these guys in. The fact that some of them are 4 flights and some of them are 3 and some of them are 2 makes it good. So that means that once you really get this setup all sorted out, you can do the auto scheduling, and it should only be able to schedule it within like that little slot over there. There we go. That looks reasonable. Any other flights? No, none whatsoever. Why are we missing staff again? What's wrong with our staff? Janitors? Really? No. Jobs available? Yeah, we should be able to sort that out. Really not the end of the world. Okay, I wouldn't mind starting to get these things set up a little bit better over here, so we can start planning out the next piece over here. I do want another shop over here, maybe a shop and a carousel, and a shop and a carousel or something like that. Alternatively, we need to make room for our next terminal. And that's kind of what I think about over here, is if we can have more airlines, medium flights that's going to stack up in here. And this one will be a double decker. So maybe this one, we'll keep this one on the ground floor, and then we'll do international ones, which is a double deck thing going on over here. The double deck situation can also be, I think, a little narrower than what we've got going on over here. Can we provide people with the walker later section? So if we do a nice long large walker later, something like this, it's 45k, which is not bad. So let's do, if we do a little something like this, oh man, that's really good. It might be too far, so let's just do the 1 and we'll see how that goes. Maybe that's going to be how we deal with it. So the guys coming out now will be able to get out there pretty quickly. Well, a little quicker. A little quicker. We are making money. Let's see. Can we? Aha, more of the big guys. So let's slot in that guy right over there. And on Thursday, let's just make sure we we get Thursday all kitted out. So something like that. And like so. I just don't want these double slots all the time. These double slots is where the problems come in. So if I do this, it really should do the trick, I think. Yeah, now we can, in fact, start auto-scheduling, and it should be okay. Let's go see, so many double slots that's opening up. We may have to get a little bit more creative. So do that, sort out the double slot situation over there. Do a little bit of this. Okay, now let's have a look at auto scheduling. Distribute evenly among runways. We're not doing that just yet. So in here we can say auto planner. Enables automatic scheduling of offered flights. Flights will be scheduled in the next available slot. Requires a board member, COO, etc. So let's do that. They're all gonna auto schedule. So as they come available, we should now really be able to slot in all the flights that we need. These guys are pretty close, so getting vehicles to where they need to go is seems to be a pretty easy way. We are missing security officers. Should we add? We've got 10 hired, 9 claimed. Let's add one more security. Let's just add one more security officer. Well, actually hire and then say security officer, and we'll get this one, which is nice and good. Now, I think from a money-making point of view, all of our discounts is starting to add up for us over here. And I wouldn't mind checking in to see whether we're actually making money over here. Maintenance sales revenue is like minuscule. Over here, we are making a fair bit more money. We're making like 38,000 over here. These guys are waiting and doing their thing. Let's do a little bit more of the planning out side of things. Since we are now waiting on things a little bit, I'm pretty comfortable to go into the planning mode, and we will start just slotting out what we're after. We don't necessarily need to extend that guy into this area. So as this goes, this is probably okay. Let's get rid of those. We probably need, to be honest, another little wall planning section right over there. So that's pretty good. So that, just closing that up a little bit, definitely after getting rid of that one. And we'll see how the rest of this works and how we get from the one side to the other side, whether we do another staff room or something in here. But hopefully things over here should look pretty good. What's our ratings looking like? 92 is not bad. Okay, let's see what we can do to get a slightly better area going. I would have liked to leave some of these water pools over here. We'll have to see how that goes. So from that perspective, let's grab ourselves some more medium stands. So if we say that we're going to try and align it with something like that. So if we do this, means we can slot another one in here. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We can slot another one in here. Nice. I do like it. I like it. So we can do a little bit of this, right? So we'll run at least 3 more in there. And now this is where we're going to start to see whether this actually makes sense to run these taxiways the way we're running them. Maybe it's a bit of a loop around. I don't know. Maybe we run them up against one another. Something like that starts to become something for us to look at. Oh, we probably need to swap over to the large one. So we've got that little guy parked over there, and the little pool is okay. So where do we in fact slot one of these guys? I'm very tempted to just do it up in this area somewhere over here. Actually, right up here is not bad. Actually, you probably won't have that. So maybe something like that, where the guys can really overlook all of these runways. That's a pricey building. We'll leave it for now. It's in planning mode, right? So in planning mode, we'll slot that in there. So what are we missing? We are missing some like catering stuff. So who needs external access? You need external road access, and that's why we've got this kind of setup over here. So we can do something like this, give you a little bit of external access over here. Can even do multiples. So something like that could be quite useful. What else? You don't need external access, right? You just need various internal accesses. So we could still try and do something like this. Yeah, actually, I think that's quite reasonable. That is actually quite reasonable. Then we can maintain that. So we'll plan that one in over there. The icing is not going to be dealt with just this minute. So let's quickly get our roads in place. Service roads. No. This is a non-service road. So we'll get you all tied up over there. We'll get our service roads sorted out. So is that how would that even look? Shall we do that? I'm not sure that really works, but anyway, we'll deal with it. You can go up there, and then you can go in there. There we go. So stuff like that would start working. We can start offering those services, of course. Wow, we're making a bit of money now. Anything else that needs to go into this area? From an airport point of view, nothing over there. Over here. More parking. We can do de-icing fluid depot. We could do that with, I'm assuming, tanks. No, just the fuel depot. This is just the fueling depot, the icing fluid depot. In that case, what I'm interested in doing is let's set this guy back at least one. Let's set it back 2, so we could potentially even get a little road around it. I think that's fine. That's fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the service road, and we'll run the service road around this way. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So that's service roads slotting through there. What we could do is we could provide a service road connection across here. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. So we'll do a little bit of this. Quite comfortable to start tying some of those in. Okay, now we should be able to go here and see flights being slotted in. The Thursday's got an opening. I think we're working. I think it's working. Friday. It's a little. You've messed it up, buddy. You've messed it up, and this is the problem with the double slot. If you get the double slot, they do nonsense like this. Or was that me? Anyway, maybe we can get another one in here, but it'll be challenging. It will be challenging. That's a 15-minute slot there. That's a half-an-hour slot there. Wow, maybe they can squeeze in exactly one more in there. Quite an interesting one. This is not making money at all. This is making a fair bit of money. Maybe it's just a basic little store that. Okay, what's the next piece? So we started doing that. Okay, let's plan out the next terminal section here. So I most certainly want my terminal in here. So what is that? That's 8 wide. Let's go with at least 10, I think. So if we do that as the next terminal section in here, and I don't necessarily need it to go much wider than that. I don't necessarily need it to go. We can get a 4th one in here, and then we can do a slither on that side again. Again, we got these paths that can run through. We can dip down, come to the other side. I think that's really what it's after. Now, the question is, do we squeeze in some more of this and get these guys to come in this way? I think that's in fact the case. We'll slot in another one over here, make all of that work for us. Now, what we need to do is let's get rid of those. And we probably need to start looking at a multi-level kind of situation here. probably need to start looking at that. Why is this different colors? Kind of what I'm wondering about. So these will be all of our, so we won't have anybody parking up against this, and these will be all of our carousels, I think. So we'll do like 2 or 3 carousels in here. Yeah, and that should be okay. So this will really become our, what we could do is you could also do maybe a small plane parking somewhere over here. So we've got one small international flight. That's something that could be a useful one. Janitors seem to be okay. Maybe we're getting a little bit behind on that workload. Our money, I'm really comfortable with our money. Our money is looking good. Let's add an extra janitor to the mix. Let's reject that guy. See if there's anybody else. Another decent janitor maybe. Oh, crap. Let's get rid of all of them. Let's just do that one. That's fine. That should be okay. That's a little bit more challenging. But getting people checked in and through all of this pretty quickly, that's moving people along really effectively. Really effectively. Excellent. Look at this guy. He's kind of parked slightly off center. Just makes so much sense. Okay, let's start building some of this stuff. Let's build out this section because, to be honest, I think it's time. There we go. So that's built out now. Cost us a little bit of money there. And I'm interested in doing that, and putting in our walls here. We're still on planning mode, I think, right? Planning mode? Or what kind of mode are we talking about? Let's toggle out of planning mode. There we go. The yellow one is the construction mode, so we'll slot that in. Now, over here, let's trim out all of this. And I'm kind of tempted to trim out all of that, and even, well, we'll lose that in a minute. Let's make this all kind of sorted as one big secure zone. We'll do that, and what I'm tempted to do is just provide an access door right over here. I think that's going to be just fine. Provide that door over there, and then what I'll do is I'll just make sure that this is in fact a staff zone. No, you guys should not be walking through there anymore. This will be a staff zone. Can probably close that one out there, but anyway, that's fine. So hopefully this will be staff only now going forward. And what I'll do is we'll get another baggage bay in here. Yeah, that's probably going to be about enough. We'll see about getting this one to pass through there, and we'll slot the other one up here. So we'll get another baggage bay. One more baggage bay over here. This is what I'm after. And is that the spot that I wanted? That is in fact the spot that I wanted. So one baggage bay right over there. Thank you very much. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So now what I need to do is just figure out what I'm going to do with these little roadways. So it's a little weird, and I'm thinking we'll just loop them around. We'll just loop these little pathways around, these little service roads. So if we go up there and in there, no delaying, we'll see what that means. I don't think this will work until can I not run my service roads in here? I can. Oh, I can't cross that. No, don't do that. I can't cross that. So let's just get rid of all of this, all of that. We'll get rid of all of that. Then we'll continue the service road, please. Tie that in. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of that. And do we do this? Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. Now let's do the one-way sections. So you're one way in this way. And you're going to come down here. And you potentially want to go back all the way the other way. Let's just clear out these guys that's not quite helping us out here. So if we do that, yeah, I think that's exactly what we're kind of after here. I think that'll do the trick there. We're missing a few more slots right here. Nice, that's good. So now we've got the two of them over here. We can obviously wall some more stuff off here. That's closed at the moment. These guys are going straight back in or straight back out there. Lots of people moving through here, which is pretty good. Money is holding tightly. Let's quickly have another look at our... we missed a slot over there, but we are doing a pretty decent job at getting most guys scheduled. And I think that slot there is probably not quite workable, is it? Oh, it's already slotted. Yeah, the fact is this was, in the end, it was not a workable slot, and that's why this has happened, and this is why, and look at these guys, starting to move around already, so that's kind of why it's a bit of a mess. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much. It should still kind of have the same net effect. So that's going to start to be the next little terminal section, and this one, really, I want this one to be the international terminal as well. Definitely don't want you to be waiting on stuff. These guys are making their way through there pretty quickly and effectively. So that's good. I don't know who's missing what here. Can't find their way. Don't quite know what the issue is there. But anyway, that's looking good. And our money is rolling in pretty effectively. I like that. I really do like that. Are we saying some people can't actually find their way? To what? What are you saying? The staff room is very accessible. Missing janitors is fine. Okay, let's quickly have a look. How are we doing? We're about more than 2,000 an hour average over a 24-hour period, meaning that we are, in fact, at least keeping the money flowing the way it should be flowing. What I could do is I could put some filters in here to get this one at least up there. We don't need an extra one of these guys. Let's quickly get that tilt tray in place. The tilt tray goes in. It goes in here, right? If we do that, I'm not sure that'll work though. So what you would need to do is you'd probably need it in here. Or you need to just go underneath. Let's just go underneath. I think that's going to be way easier. We'll get a tilt tray down here. Tilt tray goes in there. There we go. And then we'll get this thing to go underneath. So let's just get the under, and we'll get the over on the other side. There we go. Under, over. We'll connect them up. Not a big deal. We'll connect them up. So now it's connected up over here. We'll run that up here and tie it in, and that should be quite workable. These two, we'll just keep them all separated. So I think that's going to be just fine. As is, we'll find an extra spot for these guys, and that only really to come and work with these guys. So the other thing is we could obviously do large planes. So let's quickly see about slotting in at least a couple of large planes over here. So if we do a large plane there, a large plane there, we could even squeeze a third large plane in here. But I'm not sure. Oh, did I pay? Oh, crap. I paid for them. I paid for them. So if well, we definitely need to close them. Oh, damn it. That's not what I had in mind. So if I now do this, demolish, how much do I get back? Oh, only half of it. Crap. Well, I'm going to leave those there now. This was a bit of a disaster. Guys, what I'll do is I'll run in between episodes. I'll run it and get a bit of the cash back. I think ultimately this is what it's going to be. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I wasn't paying attention, that I wasn't in planning mode. I was so into my own new planning mode thing that I wasn't paying attention to that. So that'll give us some larger flights. I do want these to be upgraded so that, or upgraded so that we do a second level at the top. Let's go back into planning mode. Okay, and now let's do our second level at the top. So if we go up a level, this is our second level coming in here. All right, and these need to all be upgraded. And now the question is, how do we deal with it down here? Is it like a half and half kind of situation? Almost what I'm almost tempted to do that. Ultimately we'll probably end up double decking this entire section so that we can do check-in and stuff and security at the top there. Yeah, so ultimately that's probably what we're going to be after. I'm not going to put in any of the furnishings just yet, but yeah, these guys will all kind of have their little spaces up here where people will, and maybe this is just one big departure lounge with a little walkway in the middle, because there's just going to be so much guys waiting here, and then we're going to try and drop the other guys down to the bottom level, the arrivals down to the bottom level, and see how that goes. Money is in fact coming in pretty quickly, so getting ready for our large stands, and they'll be international as well, and we'll get another big runway over here that's going to try and feed this, and we'll have at least like six or so of them, and I think that's a pretty decent airport layout, to be honest. We could probably do more and all this kind of thing. It's a pretty decent layout, and yeah, these will be local, domestic, these will be international. We might do, I don't know, we might do something similar over here, with one side being the mediums and the other side being the larges. Doing the double large, I think, is a little bit of a burden on the concourse over here. At least these don't have that many people waiting for them, so they can just have a few seats over there. Okay, that's kind of it now. That's kind of it for this episode. Let's go back down. So we're starting to plan this out. A bit of a boo-boo over there, but luckily we are in fact clawing that money back pretty quickly. We still haven't had an emergency, which is an interesting one. Which really is an interesting one. Let's quickly have one more look at the schedule. Still got that slot not working quite the way we want it to work. Saturday, looking pretty good. A little bit off center over here, but maybe, to be honest, that might even be a good thing. And then Sunday is, actually found a slot over there for some of these flights. So we are getting full days. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. We are doing a pretty decent job at the moment. Money is coming in. That's good. We don't have any more to do over here. From runway upgrades panel, build a bird strike prevention device, which I haven't done. And a part of the reason why I haven't done is I want to actually see what's happening with regards to these emergencies. At the moment, looking pretty good. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do like the fact that they park off center. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.